guys are being prisoners of yourself, your own thoughts, and you guys are really starting to walk away from that, especially with this Six of Swords. And some of you are moving on past this situation. What is up, my enlightened ones? Welcome back to Enlightened Ones Tarot. I'm Ash, and in today's video I will be doing the monthly quickie for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for February 2022, guys. Or whenever you see this, please keep in mind that all of my videos are technically timeless. So if it went to you, it was meant for you. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't here on my table. Or if you're being called to do so, please check out another Leo reading here on my channel, or check out your other signs if you know what those are, guys. Here on this channel, we like to conduct personal and spiritual growth readings, and whatever that means to your life in this very moment, based on current energies, which are always changing, based on your decisions, your actions, and your vibrations. So please just keep that in mind when coming into this reading. And let's go ahead and get it started. Let's hurry up and rush into it. Let's get through this quickie. Messages, advice, or guidance. Okay, some of you might be dealing with some conflict here with the Five of Swords. Some of it can be internal conflict, mental conflict, but it's still a conflict nevertheless. Let's go ahead and get some more cards out here. I feel like the first card's always like the issue. What is the issue at hand? Some type of conflict. Okay, but I do like this. I like this. The King of Wands. This is like you guys' energy, right? It's like conflict, but standing your ground and knowing your ground, right? We have a lot of that too when we have the Knight, when we have the King of Wands. It's like standing your ground no matter what. So whatever this conflict is, you guys are holding a great position, if that makes sense. Yeah. Some of you are coming out of regret. Some of you might have been dealing with regret. Some of you are coming out of it. There's no more regret from whatever this conflict was or is. And some of you are standing your ground. We also see the Five of Pentacles, guys, which is not it's another fives, and the fives, they do bring hardship. You know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they do bring hardship. But the five, she's blindfolded. So for some of you coming out of this conflict, it was because some of you were just blindfolded to it. Now you're really actually starting to see. And I feel for many of you, holding your guard or holding your position will really, really help y'all for that. But the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords is hardship and a struggle. It's like a period, right? It's like a period of time where, you know, shit just doesn't seem right, but it really is. You're just blinded to it right now. You can't see it, so you don't see what the point of it is, if that makes sense, or you don't see how it could be part of a bigger picture. And this is a general reading, guys, so however it resonates with whatever situation is in your mind currently that you are dealing with. Let's go ahead and keep it going. We have some cards that flipped up here. Yeah, you guys are moving past the conflict, right? That's what we have when we have the Six of Swords. We have moving past it, and it's a swords, and we have the Eight of Swords, which is, once again, usually the prisoner of the mindset, but in the reverse position coming out of that. So I feel like you guys held your ground. You're coming out of regret, whatever this conflict was or is that you guys are dealing with, whatever the hardship, for some of y'all health, you're finally starting to change the mindset and coming out of that. A lot of you guys are being prisoners of yourself, your own thoughts, and you guys are really starting to walk away from that, especially with this Six of Swords. And some of you are moving on past this situation. And it is because you're finally able to get out of your mind, and it's because you are holding your position and holding your ground. So let's go ahead and put that down so y'all can see. Let's get two more cards out here. It's all in your mind, guys. And this conflict could just be straight up in your mind. Yeah. Yeah, the Justice, aka we're dealing with Libra energy here, balance. This is my balance card. This is justice being served. The fact that it's in the upright position means it's being served on your side, if that makes sense. It's all about karmatic too, karmatic debt, karmatic phases, good karma, right? The justice here. The fact that it's under the cups is like finally coming out of regret, of sorrow, finally coming out of thinking that, you know, looking at the cup half empty instead of half full, and actually finding balance. And I think a lot of it is because you guys are finally letting go of false beliefs or self-sabotage or just a negative mindset that you guys need to escape and finally find balance. I see that really finally coming for you guys, and it's a beautiful thing. Let's go ahead and get this last card. And a lot of it, okay, so a lot of what you guys were dealing with was a lot of wishful thinking but not really taking any actions. Wishful thinking but not really moving forward. This is like wishful thinking, but because it's in the verse position, it's like, how do I want to say, like, wishful thinking on something that you know isn't right. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Like wishful thinking on something that you know isn't right, and you guys are finally coming out of that, because it's not healthy for you guys, right? Whatever this is, it's not bringing the balance that you need over here. These two situations, especially that it's like the Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles up under this Seven of Cups in reverse. But let's go ahead and get a Moonology card out here as we get through this quickie. We'll get a moon phase to kind of sum up this energy, guys. But yeah, it's like this wishful thinking is something. It's just not like something's just not great for your health, right? The whole conflict, a lot of this, like I said, is mental. For many of you, it could be a person. But a lot of this is like you guys finally trying to find that balance. And the only way to find that balance is to let the past be what it is. Let's go ahead and okay, so I love the fact that this one came out. You know, your commitment is being tested for its quarter moon. I like the fact that it came out because earlier when I said you guys are like staying in your position and standing your ground, you are being tested, guys. And when we're being tested, we have to understand, especially with the judgment, the fact that it's an upright is good. You are being tested and you're learning the test and you're learning that and you're starting to see that. And you are being tested, which means all of this is all just citing, I guess, like the next steps into your manifestation, right? And a lot of it is getting out of your mind and all of that, but you are being tested. It's almost like hardships and bullshit and conflict is kind of coming your way to see if you're strong enough to withstand whatever comes your way, and then you'll see the greater things after that. And that's why this King of Wands is here. It's like, stand your ground and stand your position because you are being tested by the universe for the next steps. You are going through your karmatic phase. Good karma's coming your way. However, can you stand the test of time? Like, can you get through this lesson? And then we have surrender to the divine, full moon. So the full moon this month, guys, is, I believe, on the 17th. It might be the 16th. It's the 16th of February if you're watching this around that time. Those are really good energies. The full moon energies are about letting go, things being exposed and letting go of things that no longer serve you. But surrendering to the divine is understanding that there is a bigger purpose. Whatever you're dealing with right now, guys, it's all for a greater purpose. But can you level up? You know what I mean? Like, can you level up to the next step? But you have to surrender to divine and understand that things happen for a reason, and go with the flow and let things go and let bygones be bygones and keep it pushing, because surrendering and being tested and justice, they all come hand in hand with each other, where it's like, are you ready for your gifts? Right? but you have to be ready to receive them. But you have to find that balance, and you have to understand that your cup is not half empty, it's half full. So let's go ahead and get a Moonology card, or a crystal card out here, guys. Please keep in mind that you do not need to own this crystal to benefit from the messages, advice, guidance, and energy of the crystal. And if you do own it, please just make sure that you're taking care of it, and it will take care of you in return. I got a bunch of cards flipped up in here. All right, let's see here. Let's see what kind of crystal we got out here for Leo. Crystal energy for Leo. Crystal energy for Leo. A bunch fell, right? But this one fell on the table. We're taking it Citrine. This is a great crystal, guys. I actually use this crystal to cleanse my other crystals. I use this crystal for courage and confidence. I like the color. It just reminds me of, like, if, you know, I want to say it would be good as a Leo crystal. I'm not 100% sure if it isn't, but I feel like it really just goes with that fireness and that drive. And it's there with the solar Plex chakra, which is all about courage, strength, and willpower, right? You have to have the willpower to get through what it is that you're going through, to get through the hardship, so that you can see that things do work out, so that you can see the whole point of it all, if that makes sense. But let's go ahead and see what the essential meaning is. It says joyful expressions, happiness, letting go of any and all negativity, guys. Yeah, so whatever you're holding on to, it's really not good for your health. It's really not worth it. And you're being tested right now. Are you going to let it go and move on, or are you going to hold on? I feel like that's what the universe is asking you guys, and that is a question for you to answer. But I feel like all of the messages have been said, so I'm going to go ahead and end the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful high vibrational month, and I hope that I see you guys back here next month. Namaste.